Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And save.
Yeah.
Done.
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 Finished.
Yes.
Issue 3 is finished. It's gone. It's done.
It's over, Mr. Damian.
I can see Twickenham. The rugby stadium. And the lights on the 316.
Dave Frederick's dancing. He had ribbons in his hair. If ever I was to marry someone, would have been him. It would have been him.
Not Lily. I'm glad to be with you, Thomas Harrison. Here, at the end of issue 3.
Yeah, we're good.
Welcome to Strategy Battle Games tonight, GBHL YouTube video. You're here with GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we're here with
GBHL
episode...
Emma.
And GBHL Emma, apparently. Flying visit. And we're here with episode 64 of The Palantir. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. We're back.
She seems to want to be involved this week.
We are back as Damian takes a rogue sip of tea.
An unauthorised sip, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're back.
We're back.
To normal.
Yeah, after 1 week. Classic technique.
I know, but we weren't normal last week.
Weren't we? We did last week. Didn't we? We did it.
Yes, but we didn't do a sketch and we didn't do...
Oh no, we did a special last week, yeah. And this week, as you can clearly see, we're back to our unorganised nonsense.
Yeah.
So, to all those viewers that we picked up last week, sorry for what you're about to witness. And to all our regular viewers,
Welcome back.
welcome back to the nonsense.
Cool, so... you've had some tea, let's start with that.
Okay.
Tea toast.
Tea toast. I'm rocking a
Mordor.
Jurassic Mordor mug.
And I'm Alistair King's Palantir mug.
Narcissistic, nice.
Chink. And last week, or 2 weeks ago, or however long it was ago, 3 weeks?
It's 3 weeks ago, the tea toast.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago it was with Mr. Sam Page, who heads up Mid-Sussex Wargamers.
Lovely man.
And he's passed it on to another MSWGer. And that is Chris Dan.
Chris Dan, another lovely man.
Yeah, what was it?
Make sure you go and check out Mid-Sussex Wargamers YouTube channel. There's some really good stuff over there and run some absolutely top quality tournaments.
They do have some weird guests on there though, don't they?
Crazy, awful people. Yeah, ugly.
Yeah. You have to really get the dregs in.
The worst people from society. They are, of course, running they've got it, alright? They are, of course, running the Return to Rivenstead tournament.
Good night, Strategy Battle Gamers.
Night, Emma.
No.
Say good night. If you just yell at your computer screen, you're insane. But thank you for saying
Yes,
good night.
Return to Rivenstead.
Yeah, Return to Rivenstead. You got a ticket?
Yes.
Wait.
I've not paid.
I'm very excited about that.
But I've got a ticket.
Cool. I likes me some Mid-Sussex War
You
Games.
paid?
Yeah, I paid.
Okay, I need to pay.
You got to pay. Key. So yes, well done
Chris
to Chris on your tea toast.
Yes.
And he's already passed
He's
it
jumped
on.
the gun, yeah. I mean,
So we've got it.
yeah.
We've got it on record, Chris, but we're obviously not passing it on to spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll keep it for next week when you'll actually pass it on officially.
Yeah.
We know it's all been crazy here in Tea Toast.
I mean,
Land.
feel free to put it in again so we get an extra comment. That's fine.
Absolutely.
It'll probably remind me. So yeah, tea toast to you. Matt Davies was pleased with his tea toast.
Oh,
Well,
on
not
his
tea toast, but
engagement.
his engagement toast.
Congratulations, Matt. Looking very forward, that's not a thing, to seeing you very forward at Desolation of Stockport next weekend.
Indeed.
It's going to be great times.
Is
I'm going to hug you.
Yes.
Oh, we could show him a different Wraith this week. There we go, that'll keep you watching. We showed you the Tainted. Yeah, should we do that? We showed you the
Wait till
Tainted last week, yeah, right at the end if you could. It's not like YouTube's non-linear, you can just skip the...
Yeah.
Brilliant, which we probably would have forgotten by the end.
All right, and we have another special thing this episode, which is that.
Oh, yeah. So at Throne of Skull, David Alexander gave us a present, and here it is, the present.
We have no idea what it is.
We don't know what it is, and genuinely, I don't know if there's tape or if it's sealed. Or, I think it does feel sealed. I don't know if this. I know this might not seem like proof, but we haven't opened it.
No.
We don't know what it is, and we decided to keep it
could
to
be
open it.
very inappropriate.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
It says to Thomas Harrison and Damian O'Byrne, that's us. It says postcode GBHL South. So, do you want to do the honours?
Yeah, sure. So, David Alexander, you may know him as the person who had our faces on a t-shirt.
Indeed.
We showed that.
Yeah, it's less
after the
psychotic
Christmas-
than it sounds.
Yes.
It was the Christmas
very
elf
good.
t-shirt. Yeah, I did say to him, "Are these t-shirts?" I was wondering if he's got form for t-shirts. I mean, that is sealed. I hope you're hearing it.
Yeah.
It's two packages.
So we can't have
So I
opened
get
it.
two and you get one.
Yeah.
Or do you get none? I'm not gonna lie, they still feel like they could be t-shirts.
Yeah.
Lovely bow. Look at the wrapping on that from Mr. Alexander. Presents?
Oh, it's not even our birthday.
Our birthday specials. This is fantastic.
Yes.
This t-shirt does not necessarily represent my thoughts, views, or opinions. That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
That's something that I drew very
And
quickly.
has he done the red pen? Has he gone round the? Because
I
is that
don't
the
know.
original pencil?
I think we went round it in pen, didn't we? I went round in pen, but I'd drawn
That
it in
is
pencil.
amazing. This is. Oh, I'm putting it on.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on like a crazy cop number.
We're going off camera.
Yeah.
We have new Palantir shirts.
Brilliant. And Emma said the other day that she likes me in white. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right. It's not loose. Brilliant.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Thank you. That's amazing.
So this is Damian because it's got a D.
Yeah.
On the
Up to.
mug. With a cup of tea, looking happy. This is Tifa. With T4 on the mug.
There you go, girl.
Yeah.
You're on there.
And there's me with a T on the mug. Who looks
David,
more handsome?
outstanding. Yeah, I think it goes me, T for you.
Right.
Outstanding, David.
Yes.
Thank you. That's very lovely of you. We very appreciate it. Very much appreciate it.
Well, we've been sent mugs before, but never a T-shirt.
The present thing's great.
Like we could do a T-shirt toast if
I've
people
said it before, Tom. Car toast.
Yeah. If people want to send T-shirts, we'll definitely do a T-shirt toast.
David, you're a legend. We appreciate it.
We do indeed. And we'll probably be rocking these at the Desolation of Stockport.
Absolutely. So forward.
Oh, I've got to go back to my agenda.
I like the disclaimer.
Yeah.
We haven't done the disclaimer.
Yes.
The point of this, if you don't understand, is that
We'll never forget it now.
In every Palantir episode, we do say that everything me and Tom are about to spout is only our own views or opinions and do not represent the views or the opinions of the GBHL podcast or the Great British Hockey League or indeed any other formal body or organisation, such as NASA.
Mm-hmm. Not topical, is it?
I get the feeling I've done NASA before. I'm running out of companies. There's not many of them about.
So yeah, I've had a haircut.
Yeah.
News.
News. SBG News. Tom's had a haircut because you were told that you needed a haircut.
Yeah, David Whittaker said I look too much like Jamie, so chop that right off.
You wish.
But then I think you might get a shock, SBGers.
Yeah, it depends on the order that the time machine goes out. But I think spoilers. Jamie's had a haircut.
Yeah.
So much excitement.
I know.
To look forward to.
Dave Egan had a comment. The Palantir is a grown-up show.
What?
Question
Oh,
mark.
this. Yeah, I know. I don't know where this came from.
I think it's something that Speak Friend and Question say that you kind of you'd start at Speak Friend and Question, then progress more onto being ready for the Palantir.
Yeah. Yes, it's highbrow over here.
Yeah, well, Dave Egan has given a quick summary of the Palantir.
Mhm.
If we were to be in the Radio Times or
Yeah.
something, this would be our he said maybe it would be a grown-up show in the first 3 episodes, but not anymore. Now, the Palantir is a 60 to 90 minutes of Tolkien SBG nerds innate dribble about their addiction to the world of Middle-earth and small plastic toy soldiers, made in the image of characters and races from said world. There's a bit of trivia, chatter, and about tea, and the 50-point back rap, among other nonsense. And oh, do we nerds love it.
I think that's very kind.
That's a very good song.
I'm glad you love it. I don't know why people like it, but people do seem to enjoy it, and we are very grateful that you do.
Because it is nonsense.
It's gibberish.
Do you want to do Andreas's one?
He says no sketch.
It's not bad.
Thank you. There was no sketch because we were trying to be serious. We thought a sketch would put people off, like potential new viewers. And we did have more viewers. We did have more views last week because people, I presume people have been Googling future of SBG or Middle Earth SBG and found it. So we thought if we have a sketch on that, people would just stop watching immediately.
Yeah.
So sorry, we sold out.
Yeah. But we've got David Whittaker's one in the can, right?
A sketch. Yeah, I do. There's about 7 people who were at a beef eater who are having a little smile to themselves. That sketch may well come in the future.
Last ever episode.
It will be.
All right. Onto the news. What news do we have? Tournaments are still the same.
Tournaments coming up are the Desolation of Stockport. There are still spaces available. We are almost certainly going to inadvertently talk about Desolation of Stockport in a bit.
Yeah.
But there are about 10 spaces available. That is, as you are watching this, next weekend. So 8 days
Get
time,
on
and
it.
it's ludicrously exciting.
Yes.
After that, I don't know what's after that. What is it?
I don't know. Yeah, the news has changed because we've had Throne of Skulls.
If only you either ran the agenda for the show
or
ran the league, maybe you'd know what tournament was next. You have so few jobs to do on this show.
Yeah.
Every week it gets edited. Doesn't it? Every week it gets uploaded. But
all right. After that, it is our one. Great.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah. Our tournament's after Desolation of Stockport.
Yeah.
That's
no,
great.
after East Grinstead. Sorry.
So Return to Rivenstead.
Yeah.
Then us. Our tournament.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're back in. Return to Rivenstead, which you already mentioned. That is on so Desolation of Stockport is 23rd, 24th of April. East Grinstead is 7th to 8th of May, and will probably be sold out now.
Yep.
And our one, which is almost also sold out.
I think it's sold out, isn't it?
Pop a few more in. Is the May 29th, 30th bank holiday, spring bank holiday weekend.
So this is great news for the community in that
Bless you.
after Desolation of Stockport, the next 2 events are completely sold out already.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
And also a little shout out to the East Anglia Hobbit group who are doing a mini Road to the Seven Stones, Road to Finchley tournament, which is going to be essentially...
Is it the week before?
Yeah, a week or 2 weeks before.
Yeah, Sean Wyman's running that.
Yeah.
And he said he very kindly, didn't have to do this, but he very kindly approached us and said, can we use essentially your rules back, I believe, and as a practice, so if you fancy a bit of doubles action before ours, go and sign up for that.
Yep. Cool, so that's the news on tournaments. Then what did we talk about last week?
Last week
Yes.
was the Throne of Skulls.
Was news. Do you want to talk about that first, and then we can go Return the King?
Yeah, but I don't mind. You have the agenda.
I do indeed. News. All right. So we talked last week about the presentation at the Throne of Skulls event.
On Throne of Skulls, we are planning, we are hoping to do a review, but we want to give it the time it deserves. And we've got we're backed up on comments, so we thought we'd clear the slate first.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hope is to do a review of the awesome tournament that Nick Baton ran. not Sam Jeffrey. Sam Jeffrey was working it, but it turns out somewhere between working and reffing, you can kind of accidentally say running.
Yeah.
Sam was working it, and he did a great job of working it, but he did not run it. Nick ran it, ably assisted by a number of people.
Including Sam.
But it was an amazing event, and we hope to do a full review of it soon.
Was indeed. It was, it was, well, easily the best event of the year so far, but then our event's going to come later, so...
I don't know. You lose context,
amazing.
but it was one of the most it was one of the most amounts of fun I've ever had at
Yeah,
an event.
I think
brilliant.
it was just so relaxed with no one caring about the results. It just made it so nice. So well done, Nick, on the rules pack. Okay, talking about the news, we had a lot of comments from you, obviously. It was a big topic, and we shall go through some of those thoughts now.
Let's do that.
We're not going through every single thought because, we don't have a year, but I've picked up on a few of them. Alright, Zarf Angle kept it sweet, saying, love to hear about Adam's presentation from you.
We love to hear Adam's presentation as well.
Yes,
It was
indeed.
good.
Andreas, the Norwegian Viking, who got the first video out, said thanks very much for the congratulations. My channel exploded out of the Beasts of War and Natka picked it up.
Oh.
Well done. Robert Canavan, great points about pricing, lads. I think the name Middle Earth SBG is perfect too. Very exciting times.
Yeah, it is. It's very exciting. I don't like Middle Earth SBG very much. I mean, it's got to happen. But I like The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I like them as brands.
Mm-hmm.
But,
You like NASA as well?
I love NASA. But I like the... I'm excited about the new stuff of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings rather than, for me personally, like the Fourth Age stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think the name means anything particular. Matthew Zammit said, need to start saving again, hoping to finish university soon so they can actually have a consistent payroll. Cheers from Malta.
Leaving university just
To pay
doesn't
for
mean
models.
anything. You get a consistent payroll and then other people take it from you. So don't get your hopes up.
Hobbit Tabletop Liga, our friends from Germany.
Oh wait.
A fantastic episode as always, guys. One thing that came to mind, will you be renaming the GBHL to GBML or GBMEL? That's something which is making me think like renaming HTL to MTL somehow sounds like renaming McDonald's to KFC.
Yeah, me and Tom are going to do it. We've changed it this week. So there.
No, it'll mess with the
Probably
logo.
not. Yeah, it'll mess with like that. No one. I think if people say GBHL now, they don't mean Great British Hobbit League. They mean GBHL as a word, as a logo, as a brand and stuff. So I would doubt it. I think the same with the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page. I don't know. Hobbit is very specific to the last 3 years. If you say the last 15 years, Great British Middle Earth League. I don't know. Hobbit somehow.
Has a nice ring to it.
It's simple. It's better than Lord of the Rings and stuff. So you just drop a word in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are discussions to be had. I would imagine the podcast, the YouTube channel, won't change. Particularly because we just got things like this done.
Yeah.
I'm joking, but when you say GBHL podcast, no one really. I don't think there's even anything on the YouTube channel that says the H stands for.
No.
Is there, I don't think we have anywhere that
says it.
that says it. It's kind of that abbreviation came from the Facebook page, so I wouldn't have thought it. And for HTL personally, I think you would weaken your branding if you suddenly started saying METL because
metal.
Yeah, because metal. But I don't think you need to.
No.
DC Hobbit League is no.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it.
No. Red Cookster, some great news and some great points. Thanks guys for the info. Glad there are more models coming. Who cares what the price is? I'm definitely going to get more into the battles with friends and join a club if I can find one.
Completely agree. Where are you?
Yeah.
Let us know where you are and there's people all over the country playing.
Yes, Red Cookster 7. Nice.
If you're in this country. There are people over lots of countries playing.
Yes. Matt Patterson, so will the new models be sold through Games Workshop stores or the UK Forge World site? We have no idea.
Yeah, they didn't say for sure. I would guess, as things stand, it would be the Forge World site because they are Forge World models made in the Forge World casting process. So logic would say you would order them through the website like any other Forge World product.
But then they may want to have some window dressing. I don't know.
There's been rumours for a couple of years about Forge World things being in the store, but I don't know. It's speculation, but
I didn't have the answer for that.
No, based on what we know, I would say you'd expect it to be on the Forge World site and ordering it directly. Yeah, I would guess.
Rich Clammer, thanks for doing a special on all that was said as Throne of Skulls. It was great to hear it explained from your point of view.
You were there. Yeah, Rich was there. Did you not see it? He was facing the other way. I don't know what everyone's talking about. But thank you. No, that's nice to people were there and then did appreciate it as well.
Andrew McCulloch, what made Damian happier? The news about the future of the hobby or beating the Castellan? with the captain.
I think beating the Castellan, because at that point it was more unexpected.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me 6 months ago, it would be the news about the Hobbit.
Yeah.
But I knew there was going to be good news about the Hobbit that night. I didn't know the Rohan captain was going to be the Castellan.
New hero, Middle Earth.
Yeah, legend of Middle Earth. So I'm going to go with Rohan Cappy.
I'm going to go rogue away from the news for 2 seconds just to
What?
talk about a few 50-point bat rep points.
You'll never come back. You know what happens to
I
you.
know, I will. You'll remind me. Lots of you were sad to see Casty go.
No, not
Affectionately
true.
named Casty.
Not true.
And thank you so much to Alwood for sending us the painted Castellans. What a legend. Wobchicker, I think Damian's SBG profile needs an errated special rule. Lose a point of will. If a model is in combat with Damian at the end of the fight phase, it must lose a point of will.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Ben North, great bat rep at the end. Recruit that captain into your armies.
Damn good captain. Lovely models.
Yeah. And Peter Freeburn had a nice idea. He said, use an Eastling captain with a shield because he's 5 points cheaper. There's some good articles on that kind of thing. You can have heavy armour and a shield.
Don't need it.
Points.
Don't need
Don't
it.
need it. Did not need it.
No need it. Did no get an agenda. A trivia question. Bonus trivia question. What's that from?
Yeah.
Did no get an agenda.
Didn't know. It's in the filing. Thanks, mate. Albert.
You
Anyway,
need to go back to the news.
I'm back.
Alright.
All right. Thank you, Andrew McCulloch, for that. Wartman RP. Does Adam Troke have a social media presence? It would be great if we could interact with him directly on Twitter, etc.
Probably, and I'm sure if he wants you to use it, he'll be in touch.
He's on the
Facebook
Great
group,
British
yeah.
That's great, but
He's under the cunning name on the Facebook group of Adam Troke.
yes, but try to refrain from tagging him on everything because I'm sure he'll get bored by it.
Yeah.
But he'll wade in if he wants to.
It is I think now that he's him and Jay are now public doing the job on the group, it would be very, very easy to abuse that, I think. And so they go, well, I want Ram Riders and they should be like this, tag. And I think it would be wise to remember that I wouldn't appreciate being tagged about lecturing questions like constantly. So I think my attitude to it is if they choose to involve themselves in discussions or ask for opinions, then great. But generally speaking, you don't tag anyone else on the group.
I would not like to be talked about faults.
No, that'd be awful. What's going on in Australia with the earthquake today, Tom? You know, this sort of stuff. So I think he's on the Facebook group, interacts an awful lot, and chat to him on there. As for Twitter, I don't know.
We don't use Twitter.
I don't tweet. I'm on there.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Dr. Grant's on there, but I don't. I'm not. Doesn't appeal.
Warlord, interesting design note that the Blue Wizards would be part of a journey book. This would lead one to believe that any new releases would be designed with scenario-based games according to law and not for balancing points match scenarios, which is the popular meta. More fluff, less filth. We'd hope so, but
yeah,
I don't know.
The Blue Wizards, again, just to clarify, it was
just
entirely
random.
hypothetical. But I think if I was designing the game, if I was working for him, what I would want to do is make cool stuff with cool stories to tell.
And I think that's what he said he wants. If he's going to release stuff, it wants to be a book, a themed book, as opposed to just chucking in the Blue Wizards.
I think they're very keen to make sure that everything is going to be balanced for points match, but I don't know, the reason you make profiles is so that you can. The reason you want a Dane profile is so that you can have Dane leading Iron Hills dwarves against an army of Gundabad, isn't it? It's not so that you can have Dane on his own with a bunch of elves behind a bunch of Fountain Court because they become incredible. I would think so. Yeah, I think the fluff drives it.
Yeah,
I would think in its speculation that we'll see an era, perhaps some sort of era of. Going back to Shadow in the East, Scouring of the Shire, Fall of the Necromancer, the kind of those kind of things. I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool. Well, so that's everything. That's just my comment review of it. Any final thoughts from you, Damian?
I think it's really, really exciting. I've had a week to think about it, and I'm still positive. I still think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you changed your mind.
No.
No, we after a week we'll do a review on this every week just to check. We still think it's
Check in.
Yeah, it's highly
We're still positive.
highly exciting, and as of yet, no Dane. Soon, maybe next week.
Yeah.
Who knows?
News. No Dane yet.
No Dane. No Dane. Dane watch.
Dane watch. Pig watch.
Yeah, pig watch. That'd be great. But no, it's awesome.
Indeed.
Have you left a spot for trivia? I just want to.
Yes.
Okay, good. I never know.
Do you want to do that now?
No. I just want
Can
to
do
check.
that now?
No. Do what you want.
Let's do trivia now. I'll have to go back again. Trivia.
Trivia section.
Last 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks
Before you
ago.
ask, I've got no idea.
Damian, you asked a question.
It's about word count, wasn't it?
It is.
Word count and SBG.
Yes.
How many words are there in issue 3 of SBG?
Yes.
No, I was asking you.
Alright.
Did people guess?
People did guess. That is
Really?
the answer.
Oh, yeah. Don't you normally give like absurd guesses first?
We had one absurd guess from Pascal Wibber, who said, how many words in issue 3? 2. 10 letters.
Oh, in issue 3, oh, it's good, it's strong. That's funny. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to award bonus Fredo. But no.
But no. How many words are they doing?
21,063 from memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how many times do we have to read through that slowly? Too many.
21,000, and every one of them is brilliant. They're all great words.
Mm.
What have we got in there? Ah is in there.
But.
The.
However.
Yeah, Legolas.
Myriad.
Myriad.
It's a good
Myriad
word.
is in there. Inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Slaughter.
Immersive.
Like if
That
you
was
like,
it.
if you enjoy it, immersive doesn't mean what you think it means. Turns out. Yeah, if you like any of those words, this
Yeah.
is the issue for you.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
21,063 words.
Mm-hmm.
We think
Yes.
it's quite hard to tell as it
Yes.
turns out.
Anyway, one of you was closest, and that was with a guess of 19,731. That's Hector Blogs.
Oh, well done, Hector.
Well done.
Good luck in your GCSEs.
Yes, you can reward yourself from doing your revision by having a
You can go and buy a Freddo.
Freddo. Very good.
Can't have a Freddo. Tommy has to go and buy it. You don't want to get sued.
Okay, sorry. My question was, who was Harry Goatleaf?
I didn't know this.
You did not. Do you know who he is now?
Yeah, I think we narrowed it down eventually, and I got it on the third
give
guess
you
or something.
a few clues. He is the Bree Gatekeeper. That's who he is. It's the guy who's
Must
four
be
of them.
named
hobbits.
in the credits, right?
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of you got that right. Very well done to you. And you are Cormac Murray, Mr. Snoblar, Chris Dan, and Hector Blogs getting a double Freddo.
Freddo for 3 Freddos. That'll get you free GCSE revision.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So outstanding. Well done to all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We also had a trivia question from the Tea Toast person from this week, Chris Dan, which was, who is my lookalike?
Your look.
Yeah. And we had some interesting
Fatima Whitman.
answers, which were Anna Kournikova,
No.
Ronaldinho,
No. Closer.
close. But the answer he says is Chelsea footballer Oscar.
know.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I know. It's closer than Kournikova. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not 100% convinced. I can kind of see what he's going for. Do you see it?
You'd have to flash up a picture, but then you'd have to pause it. Do you want
Oh, you're obviously googling it now.
to? Yeah, I'll put it up.
FYI, just to give you a clue of how Tom's technology skills, what he's currently got is a selection of
Yeah.
pictures of the Academy Awards.
Yes. Don't know, which of these do you think looks most?
I don't know. You want one where he looks like most like he doesn't really know what's going on. Where he's at his ugliest, I suppose. Yeah, put that up. That's not bad.
There's a photo. I don't know. Is that?
I wouldn't. I can see a slight Tom likeness. I wouldn't scream. It looks like you.
It's a guy with brown hair. But yeah, there we go.
Bear in mind, someone thought you looked more like a girl with long blonde hair. So.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much for that, Mr.
Enjoy.
Trivia for this week.
Mm.
You have a question?
I do indeed, and my question is, in the Wet Chronicles books, specifically the one called The Desolation of Smaug, Cloak and Daggers, or Cloaks and Daggers, who wrote the foreword for that book? That is my question. And as ever, don't forget that you are not allowed to Google it. You're not allowed to go and look at your books.
No.
You just have to sit there right now as you're listening to this and type it. Otherwise, there's no point, because we know that these are very easy to find out answers. What about you, Tom? Do you have a question?
I do. I've stolen it.
That's
My
me.
question is from Larry Miller. What a legend, who mentioned it in an old comment. Don't go back and look. He said his observation was which. So I'm turning it into a question now. Which one sculpt in the entire Games Workshop range has been made in 3 different mediums? So 3 different types of material. So you could say plastic, metal, fine cast, Forge
So
World resin.
one sculpt in 3
Yeah.
poses. Good question.
Yeah, the same pose but in 3 different things. So for an example of a pose, it would be the Heroes of Helm's Deep AMR. What do you call it?
I don't know. Can you give them another example of a pose?
Yeah.
In case they're still lost on what that is.
Okay. The limited edition Radagast would be a
That would be a
Radagast
pose, would it? Okay.
Yeah.
Any more?
Frodo.
It would be every model ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Cool. Good to know. Good we clarified that. So now you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. There you go. There may be more than one, but Larry thinks it's just one, and I'm going on his wisdom, which is usually sound.
I've got a trivia question for Jamie Gibbon.
Yeah.
Can GBHL mugs be dishwashered? It doesn't say. I don't know. So,
Dunno.
Jamie, if you could answer the trivia question for this week, trivia. Bonus trivia section.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sneeze again. But yeah, that is trivia section.
Trivia section. Bless you. God bless you.
There we go. Alright. Okay. Back to some other stuff. Last week we talked about, 3 weeks ago we talked about The Return of the King.
We did indeed. What a film.
Yep.
It's one of my top 6 Middle-earth movies.
Brilliant. Obviously you guys had some comments again. Thank you very much for those. Michael Boyan, great episode as always. Return of the King, words can't describe how good this masterpiece is. The Child of Rohirrim is probably my favourite scene of any film ever.
Wow. It's a cool scene.
Yes.
Death and so forth.
Yeah. Eowyn.
Legend. Eowyn for life.
David Reed, not sure how I rank the 3 Lord of the Rings films, but it's a good excuse to watch them all again and see if I can pick an order. Good. The parts I remember enjoying the most were the battle scenes, mainly the Siege of Minas Tirith. Lots of good stuff with Gandalf the White and Pippin. My favourite models from The Return of the King are the armoured versions of Merry and Pippin. Lots of character in those. Rules wise, it's probably Aragorn the King. And rules overpriced, but the rules are fitting, although probably should be 5/7.
Frodo.
Wartman RP, I'll never not get shudders and goosebumps.
About the plan for I'm not sure the plan for doubles. But they were gonna. I think I can say this because I'm sure it's not gonna happen. Who's Larry? Is Larry with? Who's Larry with at Seven Stones? Is he with Macklin or is he with Kieran?
No, he's not with Kieran, is he? Who's he with? I
Who?
don't know.
Can we check? There was an idea that you know they like if you they like to cripple themselves competitively. They were doing I think it is Mac. I think Larry's with Macklin.
Okay.
Because they were going to do a kind of Iron Hills Dwarf Force, and then Thorin's company, and basically you know how you might play thematically. They were going to have like Larry dressed up as Thorin.
Yeah.
I think it's alright to say this because I'm so sure it's not going to happen.
Are you sure?
I think so. But be dressed up as Thorin with the crown in armour at the table, and then the dwarves would be fighting, and Thorin and Dwalin would be on the board edge having a chat, and it was this whole kind of Dwalin will move to Thorin, and then Dwalin moves away in turn 2, and then Thorin wanders over here. At which point Larry excuses himself, leaves the room, and then comes back in without the armour on, and then in turn 6 kind of says,
let's go.
It's like Jesus.
Has a giant bell, smashes through the board.
Which, as I say, I'm fairly sure is one step too far over them, but it was hilarious that you'd have this bit of improv theatre on the edge of your board with
Tom Pickard. That's who.
Tom Pickard. Maybe it was Macklin then. Maybe it was Macklin and Kieran. I don't know.
It's Macklin and Loki.
Because Macklin and Larry were in the car, so we were chatting about it. But that was the kind of. And you could see them do it. And just your partner going, "What are you doing?" It's like Dwalin walks up to Thorin and then walks away. And then, but yeah, so that's the sort of joy we'll get at Sevenstones.
Walkman RP also says, I will never not get shudders and goosebumps during the Charge of the Rohirrim. Another big fan. Dave Egan, The Return of the King is one of the only one of the 3 Lord of the Rings films I actually saw in the cinema. Wow. Because that was the first year where he actually became hooked on Middle-earth. He says it's his favourite out of all 6.
Mm-hmm.
Charge of the Rohirrim. Classic. He also likes Into the West. He thinks that's his favourite end credits song.
Lay down your sweet and weary head.
We could do another music.
thing.
He says his favourite model and profile is Aragorn King of Lesser on horse as well. A lot of love for that model then. Just a shame that he's far too expensive. He says, I reckon if you did a poll and asked people who are massive nerds and geeks of Tolkien and Middle-earth to rate 3 Lord of the Rings films, my guess is that it'd be The Fellowship, followed by The Return of the King and The Two Towers. However, if you did a more general one on people who don't care as much about Middle-earth, it would go Return of the King, then Fellowship, then Two Towers.
Yeah. Are you just talking about Lord of the Rings there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think
general population.
if you don't like Lord of the Rings, you're more likely to like Return of the King.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as I said, Emma prefers The Hobbit.
Mm.
As someone who doesn't particularly like the lore, she preferred the Hobbit movies because I can see that they are, in a way, more accessible.
Yes.
As a have you got David Whittaker's comment about that? I saw that about the poll.
Yes, I'm coming on to the poll now. So yeah, on to the poll, which was we talked about last week. You wrote a comment on the poll.
I did.
Yeah.
It's a bit late, isn't it? That's for you though, isn't it?
Hello, future Tom. It's your old pal and past Damian here. Waves.
Hey.
When you're doing this week's comment review, this was last week. Could you please make a note for us to discuss the Lord of the Rings Hobbit rankings? Future Damian will know what it means and it'll be great. Thanks. Bye. Past Damian. P.S. Go and put the kettle on. Future Damian was waiting for you to make tea for ages. Very good.
I'm not going to put the kettle on then.
Okay, we had a few comments on the poll that we talked about last week, where Two Towers came top, followed by
Fellowship,
followed by
Battle of Five Armies,
followed by Return of the King. David McShirra said, I can't speak for anyone else, but the reason I voted for the Two Towers on Damian's poll was because it was Emma's least favourite, and the thought of mildly annoying his wife amused me.
Brilliant.
Andres, the Norwegian Viking, had a similar reason. The reason we all voted for the Two Towers was that you had to watch The Notebook and said the Two Towers would be a better half.
It wasn't The Notebook, it was
Whatever it
Eat,
was.
Pray, Love.
Oh, well.
But I appreciate
it. David Whittaker, the voting was influenced by The Weekend to Come. I believe you'd made it clear you'd be bringing the Heroes of Helm's Deep list, which caused many to vote for the Two Towers.
I think David Whittaker is calling the GBHL community sheep.
Yes.
I think they voted with their hearts though.
I voted for the Battle of the Five Armies as that was the theme at the Throne of Schools tournament.
And if you're not careful, I'll make you into that sketch.
Yeah. Andreas also said no one voted for the Ralph Bakshi film.
No, they didn't. But then in their defence, I didn't
wasn't
put
an
an
option.
option up,
Yeah.
and I closed options because I was fairly sure if I didn't close options,
There'd be
Jamie Gibbon would
Double
write
Dragon.
Double Dragon. Praise be.
Praise be. So yes, that is the that was stuff on the poll. There was one more comment. Someone was talking about this. I can't remember who. Said they love Sam in Return of the King. Sean Astin plays the character really well. This film is full of amazing scenes, but I really love the stairs of Cirith Ungol. When Frodo tells Sam to go home, ouch, very sad. I also agree with Damian in that I don't dislike the Army of the Dead being used. It's just the Unstoppable Wave CGI crap they use. Oh, it's 90 Mark F91.
Hey, well done for agreeing with Damian. That guy knows what's up.
Yes. Cool, and that was it for the Return of the King.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that the end of the comment review?
We have a couple of other things.
Uh-huh.
Couple of comments. We showed the cover of SBG issue 3. Zarf Engel said the cover of SBG looks amazing.
Thanks.
And King Bones, I said, if they come out with Nazgul like yours, as in Games Workshop, I'll buy some, even if it's Forge World pricing.
I would imagine down the line Games Workshop will come out with some, and I'm sure they'll be fantastic. But it's tricky. But then I think for Matt being on his own at home doing
He's done an amazing job.
as not a professional sculptor, his ones are incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I think Games Workshop would do very well to produce. I think if they released sculpts as good as Matt's, I think the world would be very, very happy.
Yes.
Because Matt's done some incredible work. But as I'm sure the Games Workshop sculptors will do when they get around to that, if they get around to it.
Yes, indeed.
At the end of the comment review?
That is indeed.
Oh, I do it. There's nothing else. I just looked a bit apathetic about a few of them.
No, yeah. No.
Cool.
Oh, there's Larry's Pringles thing, but that's well gone.
We don't even know what it is anymore. You're going to have to direct message.
Yeah.
It's been like 4.
Larry's been trying to comment on something that was
Pringles.
funny 2 months ago, and we
2
can't
months ago
remember
would have
what
been
it is.
hilarious. It was about they don't count as crisps, so it must have been I don't know, I can't remember. Larry, explain it. Please.
Alright.
Cool.
There was one other comment, but we could address this another time, which was just Johnny Ratchford saying that his brother Ryan Ratchford, Mr. Statsman, has given him 24 Mori goblins in a cave troll to paint himself. Today I painted my first goblin. What was your first model that you ever painted?
Oh, do you know mine? Have we talked about this before?
Probably, but I can't remember until you say it.
Mine is a Skaven from the Advanced Hero Quest box.
Oh,
and I think
the
I've got
Quest
it. I
box.
haven't got him here. I've got him at Mum and Dad's house. I can remember the exact pose. There's these plastic mono pose Skaven models that came to Advanced Hero Quest, and I painted them with Humber oil paints.
Good.
Much respect.
Yeah.
And I painted the fur dark brown and the sash blue and the sword silver. He had 3 colours on them. And then I sold a bunch of this stuff a few years ago, and I think I kept one. I kept one of that original batch as the first thing I ever did. So yeah,
cool.
when I was 9 or 10, I think. Yourself?
I showed it in a Palantir episode filmed in Bicester, rather than here, and it was.
It was when we did the Moria.
Yeah, the Mines of Moria set, and I think the first one.
Gandalf?
I think the first one I would have painted is a goblin. I think I did I mean, I did the goblins and the Fellowship at the same time, but I think I did the goblins first.
I thought it was that gambling of yours.
I did do a gambling early.
The one with the banner.
Not with the banner though.
Oh, that just looks a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
I think a lot depends on your age. I see a lot of people saying this is my first model. I'm like, that's incredible. That's miles better.
Yeah.
But then maybe it's a bit age. If you paint your first model when you're 10, it's going to look worse than if you paint your first model when you're 20.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, that was ours.
Cool. Yes. On to you.
On to me.
Yeah. So.
I'm Damian. The mag.
Mike, yeah.
What we are going to talk about. We obviously the main point of this
was just
this
catching
was
up
to
on
catch up,
comments.
but we thought it works out quite well because what we are going to talk
And to
about.
open our t-shirt.
Open t-shirts, obviously. What we're gonna talk to you about in as much detail as we can at last is issue 3.
But you can't open it.
You can't see the treats that lie within.
Whoa.
But issue 3 of SBG Magazine, the magazine that we create, is finished. Which is a fantastic thing to be saying.
Yes.
Right now. These are test copies, by the way. These are the 2 test copies. And it looks like a couple of issues, but there is a significant difference between these. So if you decided to try and mug us or something, you wouldn't get the finished thing. They're not great, but they do look remarkably similar to this, at least on the front.
Yes, the front and back haven't changed.
Although receives a spell
received spelled correctly on the back.
On the back now. Heroic catch at the death.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's finished. We're recording this on Tuesday night, and tonight we went out for our celebratory meal, as we do. Me and Tom like to mark the occasion, and so we went out, to the local beefeater and had a few drinks and had a bit of meal and just kind of slapped each other on the back for a job well done. Bit like that. And yesterday, Monday morning, it was delivered to the printers.
Yes.
They've got, and it's in production as we speak. It's being made. If we
churning through the printer.
Yeah, if we now were to look through that magazine, and there were mistakes in it. There's now nothing we can do. No. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
So yes. So issue 3 of it, SBG Magazine's done. Do you like it? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, it's better than test copy. Damian did some fiddly stuff that means it looks better than the test copy. I don't know if you want to explain. It's your kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for here. I don't know if it suits, but the colour. I don't know if you can see the difference in those 2. I really don't know if it will show up, but there should be. If you look where Galadriel is, this one here should be significantly darker. I think that kind of comes out. I'm not sure how much it comes out on screen, but there were issues with the colouring, and we've kind of fixed those to make sure that kind of extreme contrast isn't there. So yeah.
But yeah, I think it's amazing. Not to blow our own trumpets, but a lot of it isn't us. A lot of it is contributors, and those guys. You know who you are, and we've said who you are.
Yeah. So I don't think we've necessarily done this on a video, but we're going into Dol Guldur for issue 3, and Dave Fredericks of Shadow and Flame. Flame has sculpted us the Necromancer.
Yes. Yours is the nicest.
Which isn't currently here, it's in Bicester.
Yes.
But sculpted us the Necromancer under our brief of creating. The idea was originally to create him in the style of the Desolation of Stockport when he's dueling with Gandalf on the bridge, and you've got this kind of black smoke monster thing.
Yep.
But with a bit of character in the middle. So that was, and it's an incredibly hard brief to do. And I think Dave did a spectacularly good job. He's written an article in the magazine about it, about how he did it. There's also some cool pictures in there of his first pass at it.
Yes.
So that's quite cool. And then Kev Lawrence, the other half of Shadow and Flame, who made Shadow, painted it.
Yep.
So we have a Shadow and Flame Necromancer in there.
And then we talked about Matt Davies' ring race, but you can see some of them on the covers. On the cover there.
What do you reckon, Dark Marshal?
Yeah.
So we showed you the Tainted last week. And this is Matt's take on the Dark Marshal.
He's awesome.
Look at that. And I think the Dark Marshal is my favourite one. So this guy,
the Tainted. The Witch King is cool.
Yeah, the Witch King. They're all good, aren't they? So if you go and this one is one of the ones that is straight out of the movie. If you go and watch the scene now, you will see literally just a complete replication of this guy. He's straight out of there. It's awesome. And this is the incredible custom sculpt that Matt did. And this guy is a Mirkwood elf, isn't he? Originally, I think.
Yeah.
Is he? If only we had an article telling you. No, he's the Knight of White Tower.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's who he is.
Matt of the 9, I know. Of the 9, Matt based I think 4 of them on Mirkwood elves. Mirkwood elf fine custom models, but that is originally the Gondor Knight of the White Tower. That was the base model for that, and Matt's converted and resculpted them. So with 8 of the 9 ring race, they're Games Workshop models that Matt has basically converted and sculpted over to become the ring race, and one of them he sculpted completely from scratch. And what's quite exciting, which I don't think is too spoilerific of the magazine, that if you now go and watch the film, one of the challenges Matt came across was that there's only 6.
Yeah.
Go and watch it. There are 9 ring race, but there are 6 different designs.
Yeah.
And so Matt has had to kind of go back to the Weta Chronicles books for 2 of them to come up with unused designs, and he's also created one himself.
Yes.
To create the 9.
Which you won't have seen yet because it's not on the front cover.
What, November? No, he's not indeed. So yeah, so that's cool, and he did a spectacular job of that over a period of 9 months, which is quite appropriate.
Yes.
To create these 9 custom ring wraiths.
And that itself would be enough to make this worth reading, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. So yeah, other people we want to thank are on the front cover still Steve Crow for his amazing Gandalf, who you may have missed, but there's a Gandalf on the floor, a stricken Gandalf. And I think Damian's trying to find him, but
Where he is.
he's vanished.
It's gone.
Lost him.
Lost him. No. Probably hitting it.
And other article contributors, there's an article in here from James Baldwin and an article in here from Ed Ball.
So it's a kind of Dol Guldur themed issue, and Ed Ball's written an article.
Yeah.
I want to think about what that might be. Did Barry O'Neill not do anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Barry.
He had very little part to play the issue.
He's the backdrop, really.
Yeah.
That's all he did. Didn't really need the backdrop, did we?
No.
But yeah, Barry has done the amazing scenery, which you think the cover looks good with the background. It doesn't do it
We did put up a
justice at all.
We did put up a new picture
Yes.
on the Great British Hobby League of the kind of battle in full swing.
Yeah, I won't be able to do this without giving stuff away.
That's alright, I think we're there.
Wait,
Boy, what? Oh, it's inside the magazine. Go up. There it is. There's the picture. It's inside the magazine. That's a fairly awesome.
And
It gives
that's-
you some of the terrain.
does it change that page? That page just changed anyway, so it
Changed
doesn't
a bit,
matter.
yeah.
You're seeing an older page version.
So if you imagine that kind of scenery, and it's a 4x4 board, and it's absolutely spectacular. So there's a 4x4 board of custom-made Dol Guldur scenery. We've got baseboards with 2 levels. So you got a big thick bit here with kind of dungeons in it, which is incredibly cool that models can run through. Then the top level of that, and then modular pieces that sit on top of it.
I've been
that go up
dreaming
to
about
3
Dol
levels.
Guldur for weeks.
And Dave Fredericks.
And his necromancer.
It's the board is spectacular. It is comfortably one of the best boards I've ever seen, if not the best board I've ever seen. It's absolutely spectacular. It really is. Steve Crow also converted us some spiders,
Yes,
as
indeed.
well as doing Gandalf.
Which you can see from the photo there, but there'll be better photos.
Yeah, the wide photo of Dol Guldur, you can actually have a look.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see some of the converted spiders. So he's basically taken, I think, 9 giant spiders
Yeah.
and 4 Mirkwood spiders, and just given them, so they're not just sitting flat on the bases. He's kind of brought them to life.
Did an outstanding job.
Absolutely. So those guys, the issue's cool, and we're very proud of it. But it would be nothing without the work of those guys.
No.
So they have worked tirelessly, in some cases, for 16 months. To create it, to help us on this issue. So a huge thank you to you guys. All told, the magazine took 17 months to produce, and we're very, very proud of it. We do think it is the best one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and we've printed quite a few of them, so please, please, please,
Printed so many.
please, please, please,
you've got to get it, because otherwise
we're in trouble.
we can't have houses anymore.
There will be no more
We printed a
Palantir.
lot, so it's not a crazy amount.
No, but it's enough to be worrying.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, because we've printed twice as many as we did of issue 2, and issue 2 we printed twice as many as we did of issue 1, and it's because people have kept being interested in it.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Thank you for the ongoing support of it. That's very exciting. And we of course will be launching this issue
Yes,
at the Desolation of Stockport.
we are indeed. So those lucky enough or to be there will be able to get a copy.
And that is, as you're watching this, well, when this comes out, it's on Friday, and Desolation of Stockport is a week tomorrow.
Yes.
And there are still some places available, but it is limited. It is capped at 62.
Yes.
Is the maximum for the hall. So there are a few spaces left. I think there's about 10 spaces left, something like that. But it will sell out.
Yeah.
So make sure if you are interested in either the tournament, it's a 400 point tournament. it's worth 80 points towards the Great British Football League, and there is a 4 model minimum, which is quite cool. So it stops any of those filthy kind of all hero armies.
Yeah.
And
What are you bringing to it?
I'm not bringing anything.
Why's that, Damian?
What are you bringing to it?
Nothing.
Why is that, Tom?
Don't need an army.
We're not taking anything to it because we are going along, and as part of the launch of SBG, we are going to be running the entire Dulgaldor scenario as a participation game all weekend.
We are indeed.
So our thinking is that they are we're going to set the board up. So the board will be set up.
You'll be able
we'll
to see all of the scenery, all
Yeah.
of the models if you're there in person.
Everything we just talked about will be there, and the games are, because they're only 400 points, and I think the time limit's it's over an hour, isn't it? It's an hour, quarter, hour and a half, something like that.
Something like that.
So it's relatively generous. So the idea is that anyone who finishes the game early can rock up to the table, pick up a ring race, pick up someone from the White Council, and join in with the battle report for a couple of turns. And people can just kind of drop in, drop out throughout the day, and kind of just get involved in with these incredible custom models across this incredible scenery. That's the idea. You will, of course, be able to pick up your copy of issue 2. We have a competition.
We do.
Which, as every single time, with every issue we've launched, we've had a competition, and so the way you enter the competition is by getting a copy. And if you get a copy of SBG, you'll be entered into a draw to win
Vanquishers of the Necromancer set, which is a very cool set and themed.
Yeah. So then, obviously, I think we're finding our little kind of model or whatever. It needs to be themed. So the not brand new, but nearly newest Vanquisher Necromancer set with Saruman, Elrond, and Galadriel, courtesy of JT at Awkward Battles. That will be the prize. So anyone who gets a copy of SBG, not just at Desolation of Stockport, but at any point, will be entered into it.
Till 1st of August.
31st.
31st
of August is that will close.
Yes.
So you got a chance to win that cool set, and we picked that because we think it's the sort of set that's very, very cool, but that maybe not a lot of people have.
Yes.
Because they will have had some of those models already.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
So if you're interested, you can pick it up there, but you can also get it delivered. We post worldwide. If you're in the UK, it's a donation of £10, 13 for Europe, and 15 for the US.
Of course,
the rest of the world, anywhere else.
We have literally just taken a delivery yesterday of another batch of issue 1s and issue 2s.
Yes.
Because we've been, since the announcement of issue 3, we've been inundated with orders from the other two, which has been wonderful. So thank you all. It's again great to know that the kind of community or the market is still growing for those. So if you still want an issue 1 or 2, we do have a new batch in. So
if you're interested, get in touch with us at sbgmagazine@gmail.com. So that's all one word, sbgmagazine@gmail.com. It should be in the links description below.
Indeed. We're also, quite excitingly, on the Sunday of Desolation of Stockport, have a Q&A panel over the lunchtime. So the basic idea of this is that I think me and Tom will be there to kind of compare it, but Barry, who made the scenery, Matt, who made the ring race, Dave, who made the Necromancer, Steve, I think, who made the spiders, and Ed, who wrote one of the articles for it, will all be there, and we'll be doing a kind of panel where you get to kind of ask those guys about the incredibly cool stuff they did, which, when you see it, you'll want to do it. So if you're going to Desolation of Stockport, I think that would be a fun thing for the Sunday. You get to spend Saturday looking at their stuff and maybe playing the game on it, and on a Sunday kind of chat to them about the process and kind of what it was like making the magazine or making these projects over the last kind of year and a half essentially. And hopefully that'll be a cool little different activity for the Sunday lunchtime. Yeah? I think that's a lot. So issue 3, go and get a ticket to Desolation Stockport, and when you're there, get a copy of SBG. And if you don't go to Desolation Stockport, or you can't go to Desolation Stockport, just get a copy of SBG, which will be released 2 weeks afterwards.
Yes, it'll be the 9th of May.
9th of May is the Monday, I believe, at which point it will go on general release. We're doing an exclusive release of the physical copies.
That's just to say thank you to everyone who comes to the Desolation of Stockport event.
Indeed. At that event, and then 2 weeks later we'll start posting them out around the world. And we're very excited to start sharing this with you at last. Yeah,
it's been a long time coming.
It has. It's been a long issue, but we think it's worth the wait.
Yes. All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Boom. So with that in mind, we're now going to sign off, as we do, with a 50-point bat rep.
It's captain time.
It's Cappy's back, Cappy my Cappy, and he's the defending champion in a spectacular twist. So who will he be up against?
He is up against a 2 and a 4.
What does that mean?
Biffa. Bifer. He's up against Biffa.
That was awful. See you then.
Alright.
Oh yes. So I have the Rohan captain.
Defending champion.
Absolutely. What a
There
legend.
he is.
The tree's gone. Yeah, he is a Rohan captain with a shield.
Is he going to be shielding today?
No, because that won't win him this game.
Right.
He's going to win this the old-fashioned way, chopping you up.
Okay. I have Biffa.
Indeed.
There he is. Oh, look at him. This guy is fight 4.
He is.
So same as the Rohan captain. Defense 5, so he's one less, but he...
Doesn't make a difference in this game. Both need 5s to win.
Yeah, but he could get a free heroic action per go if he goes down to 1 wound.
If he goes down to 1 wound. He also has a boar spear, which can be used as a spear or a 2-handed axe.
Ooh, 2-handed
He
axe.
can go 2-handed and piercing strike
Oh,
if you want. He can also throw stones.
great.
Don't forget that.
That's a great
Yeah,
start.
stand and wait for me to come to you.
Alright,
Yeah,
shall we start?
Yeah,
Priority?
yeah. So 2,
5.
your move.
Come get me.
Would you like to declare that you're stooping for a stone?
Yes.
Yeah? Go on. Death! Long stone?
What does he need to...
He has a
What's the
3+
range
shoot
of the
value.
stone?
It's probably 8, isn't it? Throw stones. The outer range. You want me to check?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Is he out of range?
Admin. He's out of 8. I think it's 8 inches, isn't it?
It's disappointing.
What do you think it is? A throwing weapon or a special rule? It's exciting stuff here. It's a special rule, right? Throw stones. Shoot phase, you can make a shooting attack, range of 8, strength of 1.
Brilliant. Alright, priority?
6.
Let's
That's
see.
mine.
I'm stooping.
Okay.
I'm stooping. Alright,
Shooting.
to hit. No.
Put the mic.
No.
Classic stooping from stone.
Priority.
So 3 from the Cappy.
3. It's
Goes
me.
to you.
Charge.
And we're in. We're off.
I will not piercing strike. I will use my spear.
I will fight them. It's a 6 from Cappy. It's strong.
6.
Oh, 6 is a tie.
Who had priority?
Can't remember.
Do you want to roll it?
I think you charged. Oh, who's what?
Oh yeah. You're the defending champion, so you could be good.
Okay, so I got a 6 then.
No.
Oh,
he takes it.
Defense 5, strength 4, 5 to win.
2 points, Mike.
You.
And we go into... No, we don't care about
Yeah,
priority.
we don't care because this basically happens if you need to.
Boom.
Yeah.
Alright.
Back to the fight phase.
Yes, no piercing strike from me. You
I've
get
got a 3 highest.
It's
It's
not
an
strong.
odd choice from the captain.
Biffa. Gets the 3 highest.
No might from
No,
me.
Mike from me.
Roll off. Shall I roll it?
Yeah.
It goes to me again. Can he capitalise this time? 5 to win.
There's 1.
1 wound. How do you want to do this?
You can have the 1 wound.
Alright.
So I have 1 fate.
Yeah, you're taking the 1 wound actually at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're now. I've activated your thing.
Yeah.
Alright, why not? I'm gonna. Oh, you just need to pass your phone with 2+. Oh.
Do you want to mate it or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna might it to use your fate and possibly kill you.
So you've
on a
done
1.
2 wounds.
Yeah, I've used the might point.
So this is my 1. He only gets 1 fate?
He's got 1 fate, but he's got 2 might.
1 fate and 2 might. Don't get a 1 Biffa.
Just 3.
Point might.
Point of might?
Yes.
Indeed.
So I know I am...
You're 1 wound and no fate. But you
Battle.
do have a free heroic action.
What's it called again?
It's called battle damage, isn't it?
Battle damage.
Free heroic action every turn.
Brilliant.
Alright, March.
Oh, it's strike.
In we go.
So I'm a high fight value.
You are a high fight buddy.
I will 200 piercing
But
strike.
you've only got 1 might.
Yeah, I'll do you.
You'll do me.
Yeah. It could go badly.
I will fight normally. Got 6.
Oh,
Good. Oh no,
No.
so sad for you. So you need
No.
a 6 to use your point of might.
No! God! Yes! Yes! double six! Oh,
Point of might.
yes!
Yeah, so point of might to make it 6.
And then I win.
You do win because you got half height value.
Boom.
Boom. But you are out of might.
Yes, I am. But
Doing
he
this
goes
time.
up by 3.
So your strength 7.
Defense.
And he needs 4s.
Your defense 6, yeah,
Yeah.
4s. But +1 for 200
Plus 1, of
weapons.
course,
So
for 200
3s.
weapons, so 3s.
Double 3. Come on, Biffa. Oh! No!
Oh, they're on the highlight reel. They remember that as the chance. That is
What are you
tragic.
doing?
He's out of might.
Yeah.
And my dude's still got 1.
Yeah, in we go. I'm not piercing strike.
Right, that was it.
That was it. That was the one.
I've got 6, Tom.
Oh, stop getting
Great
sixes. Biffa needs a 6. It's not a
Strong.
6.
It's a 5 to kill him.
Yeah.
He's got a might point. I've still got a might point.
Yes. No.
Biffa, you tool. Biffa has fallen. And the Roman captain reigns supreme. I do still have a might point now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Yeah. I used 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought yeah.
I'm zoomed in on you.
Pete Nerds are screaming at the screen. No, he doesn't. I'm sure I did. Because I rolled a 6 and a 4 to wound you.
Yeah, this is how organised we are with this.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
You
Biffa has fallen.
roll more than a 2.
And Cappy, dear sweet Cappy, reigns supreme again.
He doesn't do.
With that, we're going to post-battle battle rogue then. So here we are back. And the Rogue captain has won it in, as we sometimes get in a 50-point battle rogue, a slightly unclimactic fashion.
Yeah.
What was, can you, for the subscribers, you've won the fight against Biffa.
Yep.
You've
Piercing
got 2
strike.
attacks, you're piercing strike, you need
200.
3s. What made you go for double 2?
I don't know. The tension.
But then he died.
Yeah.
It's an odd choice. Odd tactical gambit from Tom.
The double 6 was strong.
Double 6 was very strong.
When you need a 6, roll double.
Rohan and Cappy, I believe, in 3 fights possibly got a 6 in every single
Yeah,
one
he
of
was-
them.
he
Strong
was good.
fighter, doesn't
He's-
need to shield.
He's a good. He's a strong candidate.
He's doing. No, he's not. He's an awful candidate. He's starting to come through. So yeah, Rohan Captain gets his 2nd win.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Any ideas who will be facing next week?
Maybe some hobbits. Don't know. Write in and tell us who we should fight.
That we've got the models for.
Yeah.
Because frankly, we are running out. I mean, it's probably going to be Bofa.
Yeah.
Who's angry about the death of his brother, if we're honest.
Yeah. Massacre to death.
Yeah. It's just basically going to be the 50-point back future is going to be the Captain of Rohan chopping his way through 50-point hero dwarfs. I think it will be the.
He'll get slingshotted to death before he can do that.
Maybe take him on with Ori. Can Ori? He can't lead, can he?
No.
So he hasn't got anything to do with the rest of the points. Ori and a Felwag. But yes, so that was our 50-point battle royale. We hope you enjoyed it as always. And that is the end of this episode of Palantir, which was a kind of catch-up episode.
Yes.
To catch up. And we will see you next week. And probably before we've seen most of you next week, we'll see you at the Desolation of Stockport, which we are ludicrously excited about launching the next issue of our magazine.
Yes.
Until then, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Spot your host in the link below.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Spot your hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming. Thanks for the t-shirts, David.
Yeah.